Hello everyone, I hope everybody is doing great. Anyone who's watching BNP TV today, this is your program again, one more time, Standpoint, and we'll be talking about a domain that is coming on another pace. And before I tell you the topic, let me maybe introduce a bit. You can easily decipher or figure out what we'll be talking about. 2 million euros, I mean money from Europe, has been implemented in Burundi to help the culture domain, and people are working with arts, handicraft, painting, different domains of art, cinema. I guess you can understand what is culture and what is arts, and it's about a project called PASAC Burundi. It's in an acronym, and that money is used in different sectors of culture. Like people are, they have three main specific targets: to help people to be creative, to help people to get access to the market and networking, and also to help people to manage their organization so as they grow in terms of that cultural domain. So before I get back to the topic again, let me introduce my guest. We have one guest, and with my co-host Kelly. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm good. What about you?
Also fine, except tiredness. I'm a bit tired, but it's okay.
Everybody's tired in this country.
I know everybody's this country.
We're going. You knew I was about to say this.
I didn't know.
I need to hear us think for sure.
Yeah, sure. And we have a guest here, and his name is Jean d'Arc. He's a leader of an organization called Abasamandari. Abasamandari is maybe he's gonna tell us a bit about it. It's an organization, also operating in the domain of culture. They make theaters and some other maybe activities. He can, introduce himself a bit.
Okay, great. I'm Jean d'Arc Nyungabo. I write and direct for both the stage and the screen, and I've been leading our Samandari since 2018. And our Samandari is a non-profit theater and film organization working mainly on communication for development.
Wow.
Yeah, we actually use theater and film, different genres of theater and film, to communicate for development, to communicate with people, to interact with people and communicate our thoughts, and so as to get better, to move from a certain stage to another stage for sure.
Wow. Okay. Oh well, that's so amazing, because you're a good fit to our today's topic, because it goes like this: does culture, Burundian culture and arts contribute to development? That's what we'll be talking about. Kelly, can you have a word about the topic? Would you try to tell us what do you think about it? Does really Burundian culture and the arts contribute to development of the country?
Of course. Art is, first of all, a beautiful thing. You say that you play theaters, films. It's a very beautiful thing. It's express emotions, how people feel, how art is a kind of, you share your emotion through culture. I think culture is a beautiful thing, and we have a very beautiful culture, diversified culture here in Burundi, and I think it contributes in development. Firstly, for you, that artist, for the community, for the country, why not? And even for the entire world, which come to discover our culture.
Yeah, sure. Jean d'Arc, the same question to you.
Okay, great. Actually, culture and arts related industries are also called creative industries. These contribute enormously to the development of the country in several ways, and it actually provides the direct and indirect benefits to the state, to the communities, and also to the creative industries themselves. In several ways how the culture and arts industries create jobs. They also help or just help the people to, to improve their education. And culture and arts also enhances social cohesion, peace building, these kind of things. Yeah, several domains for sure.
Great. You much right. Culture involves, different domains. As you're saying, in your opinion, culture is life.
Yeah.
And involves, different. You said it's not even a sector. Maybe it involves different sectors like painting, like music, like handicraft, cinema. Too many domains, and people who are in those domains in the country, sometimes they face too much challenges, and they're saying we are not, living out of that. So, what's the problem? Because you are in the domain, and for you it's life. Can you say something's life for you when you cannot even live, out of it? You cannot take advantage of it.
Well, talking that culture and arts is life, it's actually, this actually means that every human being has the root, is one cannot live without heart. Culture and arts in this way act like a heart, even more than heart. Let me say the root of it. The main root of the tree, like a tree cannot live without the main root, even culture and arts is the same. And when we talk about money and, well, how maybe culture and arts generates revenues, this actually, we are going to the other side of, marketing this way. And this is also something which is very good with culture and arts, because like other domains, people who are working in this sector have to live on the arts, have to live on, because of their profession. So here in Burundi, I can say that we are still far to live properly on our arts, but we have been doing our best to make it, and as we are moving forward, we are just making it little by little, and we also contribute to the development of Burundi.
Okay, well, I thank you for the conclusion of your intervention, and I hope it's linked with what Kelly said, that people are in the domain or in the culture field, they help themselves firstly, and they help their communities, and after they help the country, even maybe the whole world. So Kelly, I want you to exemplify. Would you please give us, put that into practice, how those people, those actors of the sector are really helping in the development of the country?
In Niger, they developed their country through their music. I don't know if you have seen what we call Afrobeat now.
Yeah.
Afrobeat is on top. Afrobeat is better than R&B now. Afrobeat is better than rap. They are making a lot of money, Nigerians, right now. Congolese. Have you seen Congolese with rumba? Rumba is now a worldwide music. Everybody knows Koffi Olomide. Everybody knows Rema. And when you know a person from a country, you want to go in that country. You want to discover that country. See how it's related to economy? Sure. Rema has now money, and he makes people come to Niger to discover Afrobeat. Even Americans come in their studios, please. They export now music. Hollywood, let's talk about Hollywood now. Everybody knows the supremacy of Americans through Hollywood. That's their culture, making films, creating films. Samandari can be a vitrine, what we call une vitrine en français for Burundians. You can discover Burundi through Samandari, because Samandari he's a legend here in Burundi. all the people who have studied Kirundi knows Samandari. You can export the Samandari concepts. See how it's related to our economy. Yes. Then you can bring people here in Burundi through Samandari, through Afrobeat, through the drums, through all that.
Well,
just to complete her.
Yeah, sure.
This culture and arts actually contribute to the development of different countries, and it has been something quite great with the different countries. Well, I will not even go abroad, maybe in Europe or in the US. No, let's just talk about Africa. Go to Nigeria, go to Burkina Faso, go to even here around to the neighboring country, Kenya, for example. Well, it's something that is quite making a difference in which is generating much in their countries. For example, in Nigeria, let's talk about Nollywood. This is a film industry. I can say that this is the second largest film industry in the world.
After Hollywood?
Yes, after Hollywood for sure. And it's, for example, it's employing more than 300,000 people.
Oh.
And you hear that this is something quite amazing. We can also go to to Burkina Faso with the FESPACO. This is a film festival in Ouagadougou.
Yeah, sure.
This is also something big. And the festival is happening every year, and it brings it has come to bring more than 100,000 people from across the world. And this is the first, the biggest African film festival. And with these people coming from around the world, Burkina Faso benefits much, because arriving in the country, they have to consume. Before arriving there, they have to use the money of the country. To mean that they have to convert their currencies to CFA, to the CFA that is being used in there. And you understand that the currency also is something that the country benefits from this festival, culture and arts.
Sure.
It's always the same with L'École. This is a theater festival in there, which also brings many people from different parts of the world to the festival.
Yes.
And being the hotels, being the bars, being other issues around there to be consumed, people have to buy, and the country generates revenues. To mean that if the country is generating, it is everyone in the country who is benefiting from this, for sure. Yeah, and I can say even here in Burundi, culture and arts has been contributing enormously in the development of the country, because let's have a look at the song Burundi Bwacu, for example. This is something great for a nation to have. Look at Sagamba Burundi, for example. Look at the radio drama that came after the socio-political wars, socio-political crisis. This radio drama is Umubanyi w'Umuryango with Marie-Louise Subazi. Yeah, this has been something that came to, to work on the psychology of people, so as to, to give them the way to go from the wars to development. Here in Burundi, I can say that mainly culture and art sector has been contributing to build the conscious, or to help psychologically
and social cohesion.
Yes, so as people can see the way to development, because we are not yet established in this domain like other countries here and there, for sure.
Well, I always like the way you end up your statement, because now you're saying we are not well established as other countries, and I agree with both of you guys. Or the examples that you have given, you've been like telling me about Nigeria and some other countries like Burkina Faso, whereby you find those fields somehow bigger than what we have here in Burundi. So I wonder, like, because you have said like that in Nigeria the film industry, I mean Nollywood has given more than 300,000 jobs, what means people are living out of that. And I wonder what is hindering our country, you know, from, you know, having those kind of things. I mean, because like, I mean, even in I hear so many complaints, you're from artists saying, you know, we are, you know, we are struggling, we cannot even like, I don't, sometimes they say, you know, I better leave that, I better, you know, give up, and, you know, surrender everything rather than keeping the courage that one day it will. But there are people who are passionate about it, but for you in the industry, or Kelly also can have a say over that, what do you think is hindering the country, is hindering Burundian artists to progress for their better lives and also for the beautiful economy of the country?
Well, I can say that there are a number of issues that are hindering Burundian culture and arts to develop at a certain level. However, we are developing, we are making it, because I can say that from our beginnings, we have made a certain step, and even now we are just moving towards somewhere. But if I can talk about the problems or the challenges that are hindering the Burundian culture and art sector, I can say that you know, there are mainly three elements that helps the culture and art sector to, you know, to move from a certain level to another level so as to be productive. This includes the skills. You know, the artists must have the skills, and they must also have the infrastructures. They must also have the money, to mean that if you can go to study here and there about culture and arts issues, you also have to have the, you know, the infrastructures. Look, for example, at Palais des Arts, the building here. You know, this is one of the infrastructures that we would be in need of as artists, and other centers that can serve, that can help us to, you know, to work properly as artists. And after getting these infrastructures, we also need the money. You know, being the country, if the country can invest, or maybe non-profit organizations, we must have the money so that we, you know, we build on this. But to be specific, the country, Burundian country, has been has gone through a difficult socio-political crisis, and I think this is one of the great challenges that we have had. Because, for example, look at well, let me say Hollywood. Bollywood, that started in 1932, if I'm not mistaken, and Nollywood, that started in the 1960s, and here we are just starting around 1990s, and you understand that there is a big difference in years, and also there must be differences in skills and materials and finances. So Burundi can say that with this socio-political crisis, people have not got these opportunities to go to learn culture and arts issues, because the skills, I can say, are a backbone of the development, quality education. So many, no, let me say some Burundians, some Burundian artists are short of skills, being in music, being in film, being in theater, in visual arts, in painting, everywhere. Well, they are short of skills. So if you're short of skills, you get difficulties in fundraising, you get difficulties in building appropriate infrastructures, and everything get complicated. And I can also not forget to talk about the government, the contribution of the government in the development of the sector. Well, because the country, there must be in, well, let me say, there must be politics, appropriate politics and policies regards concerning culture and art sector. So here in Burundi, we are still so far from it, and if we cannot have the, well, let me say, the intellectual property, the culture and arts policies that are there to be making favorable conditions for artists, you understand that it gets complicated. Well, in short, the challenges are mainly based on the skills, the minimum of skills artists have in the sector, and the lack of infrastructures, appropriate infrastructures, lack of finances, and also the weak contribution of the government in the sector.
Well,
thank you.
Thank you for the answer. It was quite complete, and just I wanna ask a bit, my friend here, and asking also myself, as people are not in the domain, he has tackled the main obstacles that they are facing, and the first setback that I can call is about skills, and also like the intellectual property, infrastructures, intellectual property. I mean copyright. People are working and they don't see the outcome of their jobs, and we want to know, like people are maybe in the other domains. Can we help the sector to grow? What is our contribution so as people on the field stop complaining? Because there are some are saying, no, we don't know what to do now.
The first thing to do is to love our culture. Really, Burundians, I don't know if we love our culture. Have you noticed that when you go in a house and you look at the decoration, there are no main craft Burundians. Have you noticed that? I don't know. We usually go to buy decoration from China. The first thing is to love our things, our culture. When we want to help, if we want to help artists, we have to love them. We have to love our culture. That's the first thing. And the second thing to do is to help them. We have to help them to, I'm talking about people who have money right now.
No, even you have.
No, I don't.
Has money.
Come on.
He or she can contribute one way or the other.
Let's listen to her opinion.
I'm talking about those who have a big amount of money. Maybe I have money, but I don't have a big amount of money. They should help. I think that's what helped Hollywood to be developed, is that those who have money in the United States, they give money, what we call the producers. They give a big amount of money. In Hollywood, likewise, people who have money, they should help our artists. And the third thing to do is to promote our culture. We have to be proud of it and to promote it. Look, let me talk about, this is an artist. He's wearing, have you noticed? He's wearing something which is made in Africa. Look, I'm wearing a skirt and the shirt from China, from Turkey, I don't know. We have to be proud. We have to wear for fashion, we have to wear African or Burundian fashion. For decoration, we have to put in our houses, which is made in Burundi, and things like that.
There is a problem with what we call intercultural communication. This is something great. I mean, this is something big, and that makes people to get in difficulties because there are countries that are called countries with cultures at high level of abstractions. You know, the countries with culture that attract many people from the world. These include the United States. Look at the Germany, European and American countries. Yeah, and with these countries have these great cultures, people from other parts of the world get confused to follow their own cultures because they are influenced by other cultures and they fail to resist. You know, with this problem, people just tend to forget their cultures, their identities, and you will see many of Burundians, for example, especially the youth, are moving from the country to other countries to, I don't know how, but this is especially due to the lack of, due to this attraction of other countries that are influencing them to move from, with this communication that countries have developed, they impose people here and they consider that Burundi, for example, has nothing. Because of what? Because this influence. So I think it's important that people learn, that people study and get skills and arrive at a certain point to know and understand what is culture and art, what is, with the skills, they have to understand, they have to know how to differentiate things. I'm this, not that, and I have to do this, not that.
Well, I wish we had more time to, talk about this interesting topic because it's actually very deep. So as people, grow in terms of finances, because culture, as we said, with different domains like music, like films, like painting, like handicraft, arts, all kinds of, cultural sectors, they are so important because these are actually the symbols of the belonging of a given country. These are the ways of living. As you have, given some example, like what you said, like people liking, their own identities, because as Americans do, what we have, American dream, everybody dreams of going there because the influence. Of course, there are some other factors. That's why I say I wish you could get more time so as we dig deeper. But anyway, I guess people have to understand that, those different domains of the culture, these are the symbols that represent or express, the belonging in a given family, on a given country. And these are, the power, these are the strength that, can help people to take the ownership of their own development. So I want to thank you for your presence today. You shared a lot. Thank you, Brother Nyongabo Jean d'Arc.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're much welcome. And thanks to you journalists and to the BNP TV that gave me this opportunity to talk about this. Well, it's something quite great for sure, because I think medias are also a backbone to contribute in the development of culture and arts. Because what you write, people read, and what they read is going to build or destroy. So you have to be careful with what you are just giving people.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you for the input. Okay, I also want to thank my co-host Kelly Teranda. It was a pleasure to be with you again.
Just shared, Patrick. Thank you.
Okay, Oko, we have also to thank our viewers. You have at least got something from this show, and I want to ask you to stay connected with us. See you next time.